It's a bit different this week. Right now, I'm in Hobart. Can I film the dog? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
The oldest and longest continually licensed pub in Australia. Their children, boys and girls, were shipped out here as convicts as young as 9. So within the Port Arthur precinct, they've got a memorial site to all of those that were slain and killed. And we're about to approach and have a look at this site now, a memorial to those people. Hi, and welcome to this week's episode. And it's a bit different this week. Right now, I'm in Hobart, and I'm in Hobart Airport in Tasmania. And I've been working down here for a couple of weeks. And Susan's flying in a few minutes. She's going to land. And we're going to meet up. And we're going to go for a bit of a look around Hobart. And we haven't got the van, to be sure. We haven't got Vanessa. But we are going to absolutely come down here and tour this beautiful island. So we thought, let's have a bit of a look around now, see all the different things that it holds, all the touristy things for sure, be a bit of a tourist for the weekend, and here we go. So let's go and collect Susan. She's about to land now. See you in a bit. Okay, and we're back.
Yes, and we had a bit of a wander around town.
Just a bit of a wander.
And we're heading to a historical place.
Yeah, so we're heading to a pub for dinner, and it claims to be the oldest and longest continually licensed pub in Australia.
Yes.
So anybody who knows Tasmania better than us, we're pretty newbies, we're on Macquarie Street. And we're heading up Macquarie Street to, I think the pub is called the Hope and Anchor. The Hope and Anchor.
I think so.
Yes?
Let's have a look.
Let's go for dinner. Cheers.
I need something to last and give satisfaction. No. Help me.
Bon appetit.
Enjoy. And good morning.
Good morning from chilly Hobart.
It is a bit chilly in Hobart this morning. And we're off to Port Arthur this morning.
Yes, and it's a place that we've been wanting to go to for a very long time.
Yeah, very much so. So we had a really nice dinner last night.
Yes.
Really nice dinner.
Nice.
God, it was delicious. And there's a good walk around the town.
Yes.
And around Salamanca Docks, I think it's called.
Yes, it was the port.
Yes,
area.
yeah. But we're going to hit the road now, get a bit of breakfast on the road, and we're going to make our way up to, or make our way down, I'm not sure where it is,
Yes.
Port Arthur Historical
Yeah.
Centre.
And I look forward to looking at all the different scenery, which I've never driven around Hobart before.
On the way.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Help me. Grab his right arm. Help me. I'll take the left. Oh, help me.
So we're about to jump in the car, and we snaffled quite a smart rental car this time around, didn't we?
Yes, very spacious.
Yeah, very spacious. She's a little ripper too. All right, let's jump in.
I wanna catch the wave. How big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience? Can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Hey.
So we've just pulled off the main highway on the way to Port Arthur to a town called Siouxsan.
Yes, and we've had a cracking breakfast.
Just had a cracking banjo's breakfast, and we're going to go for a quick walk around the town and back on the road again. Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your puppy's name?
His name's Toshiro.
Chichiro?
Toshiro.
Toshiro.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, that you don't want the coffee.
No,
you don't want the
you
coffee.
leave that alone.
They'll burn your little mouth.
Yeah.
How beautiful are you? Is this a puppy or a grown dog?
He's 2 years old, so he's still pretty young. He's an Akita.
So it's a Japanese dog, is it?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, he's an American Akita, but they're essentially the same thing.
And doesn't mind a pat?
All this fake news. Tell me what is the
Okay, so we've had a nice brekkie and heading back to the car now and back on the road, yeah?
Yes, and what I've noticed is there's quite a few caravans.
Oh, there you go. They do seem to be caravan friendly.
Yes, and one thing we've noticed is
In
there's
Tasmania.
a lot of dump points,
Yes.
which is lacking in Victoria.
Yeah, a lot of towns we've gone through, the sign says caravan friendly dump point.
Yeah. Ah.
And look, and people who are caravans, we notice that stuff.
Yeah, when before we had our caravan, I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
well,
know what a dump
Who the
point
hell wants a
was.
dump point? What's that about?
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, I
Gold.
like this town.
It's
Yeah.
gold.
Hey, back on the road. Cheers.
Tell me there's no more compassion. No. Come and find me under these layers, among these taxpayers. There's no satisfaction. No. I said, help me, help myself, forgive me. Down from the shelf, help me, dislocate. How big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Now how big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience? Can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Hold on, he will break it.
All right, so we've made it to the Port Arthur historical site.
Yes, and you would have seen the beautiful landscape which we've just traversed through.
It's just
Lovely.
gorgeous, wasn't it? So we've parked the car and we're heading through.
We will go there, have no fear, my dear. How big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. How big is your love?
All right, so it says please take a card, which we have. And I got this card, just a random card by the way. And I got this card. Let's see who that person is as a random card. So we've got to find that person now. That person is along here somewhere. So I'm looking for like an admiral type person. I'm looking for a dude with oh, here's mine. Okay. So so let's start here. So that's mine, and I've just found mine there. And let's open it up. So this is, his name is Sir John Franklin, a native of Lincolnshire, England, 1786, explorer, Lieutenant Governor of Van Diemen's Land from 1837 to 1843. Oh, there you go.
I was a convict.
You were a convict and I was a governor.
I'm a robber.
Just chose it at random.
Assault and drunkenness.
So welcome to Port Arthur, guys. So have any of you been here before, by the way? Right? So when you come back next, you can refer to yourselves as secondary offenders if you like. Okay? This place was for secondary offenders. Port Arthur, you guys, basically opened up in 1830 because of a fellow by the name of Captain Welsh. He's in his ship, the Opossum, 1827.
Tell me how high is your patience? What can I be saying? I wanna catch the wave. Now how big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience? Can I be saying? I wanna catch the wave.
Rule 21. All convicts, upon being brought to the new prison, are to be released from chains and conducted to the receiving room, where they will be closely searched in the presence of an officer, be bathed, have their hair cut close, and dressed in the cell clothing.
He's got me looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more.
So we've just been through this prison, but this prison was called the Asylum.
Yes,
So this was for psychiatric prisoners.
yes, those with mental illness.
Those with horrible mental illness.
Back in those days.
Yeah, my word. Undiagnosed, untreated for sure. And you saw the cells, how tiny they were. And this would have been a horrible, cold existence. No questions.
Yeah, no heaters.
Yep, there was no mental health plans back then. I'll give you the heads up. We're going to head off to the normal prison, the prison that's not
Yeah.
classed as the asylum.
The regular
Yeah,
prison.
where the prisoners were sent out each day to work.
Yes, the hard labour.
Where these prisoners, they weren't sent
They're
out to
too
work.
fragile.
Yeah, way too fragile in their mental health, and they were sent here because they were told there was no death penalty. A prisoner couldn't be,
Killed here,
yeah,
put to death on.
put to death. Lives couldn't be taken here. They were taken to Hobart for that.
Yes.
But this prison here, Port Arthur, was just a penal colony.
Yes.
Yes, a penal colony. And yeah, they couldn't be hung. They could be disciplined here with
No.
a cat of nine
And it
tails.
was for repeat offenders.
And repeat offenders only.
Yes.
Yeah, so you came from another prison to come here.
Yes.
That's what they told us on the
Once
tour.
you were out of prison and you offended again.
Yeah, so this was for recidivists.
Hmm?
Recidivists. That's a repeat offender. Look it up, somebody, let us know, but I'm pretty sure a recidivist is a repeat offender. I'm sure of it. Anyway, there you go. So here's the thing. On the tour, the lady that was guiding the tour was explaining to us that children, boys and girls, were shipped out here as convicts as young as 9. However, back then they didn't distinguish between the type of prisoner, whether you were a child, boy, girl, an adult, man, woman. Everybody was thrown in to the same prisons, children and grown adults. They said they were progressive here because they've got an island just outside in the bay where they put the children after a few years, realising that the children were actually becoming skilled at the arts of theft and deceiving. So they actually separated them and put them out onto the island. And then they trained them, and they said it was the first vocational training in Australia, because they trained them to be stonemasons, they trained them to be boat builders, to be farmers. Then they went on and then were released and became very productive members of society. So there you go. So we've learnt a bit today about the prisoners here. They did make us aware also too that in England, specifically in London, that you could be incarcerated as young as 7. Maybe Australia was a bit more progressive. It was 9 here, but 7. And in the jails were 7-year-olds right up to grown adults, all in the same jails. And the reason why they brought convicts out here is because the War of Independence between England and America, and England got the boot and they couldn't ship their prisoners, which was, I didn't know that. They had nowhere for their prisoners to go. They used to ship them over to America. And America said, not for us anymore, please. We're independent now. And they had to find new grounds. And Australia came into play, and here you go. Wow. It's a lot to take in.
I need something fast. I need something to last and give satisfaction. No, help me. Grab his right arm. Help me. I'll take the left. Oh, help me. Help me. Interrogate him. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Hey, all this fake news. Tell me, what is the use? Tell me, there's no more compassion. No. Come and find me under these layers, among these taxpayers. There's no satisfaction, no.
so let's talk about some dollars. What did it cost to get in? About $50 per person?
About $48
$48 was it?
Yes.
And that gets you also a ride on the ferry, on the boat for 20 minutes around the cemetery island. They
Yes.
called it Death Island, I think.
We're at Dead Island.
Dead Island. And then we also bought,
A $30 tour each.
I think it was $15.
Okay.
Was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, 15 or 20 bucks for a walking tour
Yes.
where they brought us to all the main areas of the Port Arthur.
Yeah, and a lot of
So within the Port Arthur precinct, they've got a memorial site to all of those that were slain and killed, and we're about to approach and have a look at this site now, a memorial to those people. So I remember at the time when it happened, it was covered by the news services and it was happening live and people were watching it, reports coming in live that there was somebody randomly shooting and killing people, men, women and children. And this is the site. But this memorial that we're walking around now, the people here that were killed, the men, women and children, by one psychotic gunman through no fault of their own. Bless and God bless all of those taken and all of their loved ones who have to live with that. And good morning.
good morning from Hobart.
Yeah, so this morning we're heading to Salamanca Markets, and then after that we're going to go to the Mawson's Hut replica.
Museum, if it's open.
Yes, and then after that we're going to Mona, the Museum for Old and New Art.
Correct.
Wow,
Big-
what a big day.
Yes.
All right, let's get into it.
Big Matthew with the black sheep. Yeah. But when he calls,
Okay, so we've just hit the Salamanca Market,
Yes.
and as we were walking through, what did the sign say?
No dogs.
No dogs.
We-
No soup for you.
No, which is just as well because we didn't bring Henry with us on this trip.
Yeah, because it's doing a bit of a recce around the
and
island, yeah.
Last
Hobart.
night we went out to a food truck festival and it said no dogs as well.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of people with dogs around.
However,
so it doesn't seem dog
We've just seen they accommodate. So although you can't bring your puppy into the Salamanca Market, you can have puppy parking. Have a look at this. So this is the RSPCA puppy parking where they lock them up against their own bed. I imagine you pay a little donation or a fee. And the
got
puppy
toys.
just sits there, plays with its toy, has a bit of a bark and a bit of a socialise with its next door neighbour. You go off and look at the market and the puppy's looked after. OMG, that is
A great
accommodating.
Good idea.
Maybe there's health reasons why only assistance dogs can go in here, not just private pets, but at least they accommodate.
Help myself, forgive me, down from the shelf, help me, dislocate. How big is your love? Tell me how high is your patience? What can I be saying? I wanna catch
guns behind. Even if we're just dancing it out, I can start a fire. Worrying about your little world falling apart. The guns behind.
How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? What can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience?
And that was,
The Salamanca market in Hobart, and it was bigger than usual.
it was much bigger. We were here 10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years.
10 years. So our next stop is we've arrived at the Mawson replica hut and we're about to go in.
I wanna catch the wave. Now, how big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave.
Alright, so that was Mawson's hut. It was only 29 at the time. In all the photos it looks pretty old.
Well, you would be a bit
Weather beaten down in those conditions.
They were
And
all
all very young.
they were all in their 20s,
All the
22,
explorers.
23, but they looked so much older.
And they had expertise in the snow and those Arctic conditions.
Yeah.
And they scientists and doctors
Yeah,
and
there were biologists
biologists.
and mathematicians, there was photographers.
and understand magnetism
Yeah.
down in that pole, which is really interesting. Well, if you get a chance to read up about Mawson and the expeditions,
Yeah.
give it a go. Super interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah, super
There was
interesting.
even a taxiderm person.
A person or a dog?
No, a person
Oh, sorry.
who was a taxidermist who
I
was
thought you
out
meant
on
the person was taxidermed.
No.
That's next level.
Yeah.
That's next level. Didn't see that. But yeah, and the dogs, the sleigh dogs, were taxidermed.
Yeah, they were the actual dogs.
Well, I actually thought they were replicas, like a big
Stuffed toys.
a stuffed toy. But they were the real dogs.
Yeah.
They were beautifully taxidermed.
Yeah, well, there was a taxidermist within the expedition.
Wow. All right. Off to the next place. See you then. Okay, so we've just arrived at,
Mona
which is
Museum, is it? Of Modern?
Museum of Old and New Art
Yes.
in Hobart, Tasmania. Let's go and have a look.
All this fake news. Tell me, what is the use? Tell me, there's no more compassion. No. Come and find me under these layers, among these taxpayers. There's no satisfaction. No. I said, help me, help myself, forgive me, down from the shelf, help me, dislocate. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Or can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Now how big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Hold on, he will break you and me. We will go there, have no fear, my dear. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Or can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Or can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Now how big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave.
So we've just come out of Mona,
Yes.
and what was your favourite thing in Mona?
It was very dark in there,
It was darker than I remembered last time.
and I felt like there was a bit of a tripping hazard. I couldn't see where I was walking. But my favourite thing, I liked some of the portrait paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favourite thing?
I was looking forward to seeing the coins from last time. There was like $1 million coin from the Roman times or something. I couldn't see it. Maybe it's on lend to another museum or something around the world.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see it this time. But just in general, the whole feel. But you're right, maybe we're getting older because it just felt really dark in there this time. Like they'd really,
A lot darker than
darker
when
than
we
last
went.
time.
Yeah.
I like the water that squirts down and all of the words come out of that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, overall, yeah, it was good fun. Just a lot darker than I remembered. Not darker like as in theme, as in I'm physically going to fall over.
Lack of light.
Yeah, lack of light. Anyway, there you go.
And good morning as we leave Hobart.
Yes, good morning. We're heading this morning ultimately back to the airport, but first we're going to stop at Kingston Beach at a little restaurant there for some breakfast, which is actually the wrong way. We're going away from the city. We're going to have a bit of breakfast there, and then we're going to head back to the airport the other way.
So we're doing a bit of a loop.
Yeah.
Bit of a loop.
we've got plenty of time. It's only about 8:30 in the morning. Our flight's not till mid-afternoon, so we've got plenty of time. So yeah, so we're going to head off now and head up to. We're a bit tired this morning. It was a big evening.
We pushed lots of walking, lots of leg action.
We have. We sort of crashed last night, didn't we? And then the alarm got up this morning. And go, what's going on here with the alarm?
Yes.
That was a bit tough.
So what's your thoughts on bringing a caravan down to Hobart or Tasmania?
Well, look, we've been, and with work, I've been 2/3 the way to Launceston.
Yes.
And I've been the opposite way as well.
It would be great to see everything in Tasmania. You know, having about 3 months or so to casually look around.
And what I've discovered is almost everywhere you go is mountains.
Yeah.
Valleys, mountains.
Bays.
And water. Water everywhere in this joint. Yeah, bays everywhere. They love their water here and they settle around the water here in Tassie.
Yeah.
And we've just seen some beautiful countryside, and down to Port Arthur was a beautiful drive.
Yes.
A country drive really, through the mountains, very windy.
Yeah. So if we took Vanessa, our caravan here, and did a bit of a tour, it would take a bit of planning ahead.
Yeah. And you've researched
involved.
the Spirit, the ferry?
Yes, it's about 1,100 one way with a four-wheel drive and a van.
It's about $2.5 grand
and
return.
a dog's about $50 return. And then there's adults, which are about $70 each. So
and what's the weight if we wanted to book today?
It said there's no weight limit.
No, sorry, not.
Wait.
No,
Sorry.
I meant how long would it take from booking before we could go? Sorry,
it says
dear.
just line up, but I'm not sure with a caravan. Apparently there's a 10.
Yeah, 8 to 10 month wait. Yeah, so you've got to book that in well in advance.
When you talk caravans, I'm thinking weight.
And we all do.
Wait.
Our caravan friends out there know exactly what we're talking about. So there we go. So absolutely coming back.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Yes.
Absolutely can't wait.
Yes.
So
maybe in a few years, but
want to come back when we don't rush it.
Yeah, you don't want to. You want to see everything.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's head off for brekkie. What do you reckon?
Yep.
Breakfast, here we come. And here we are, so we've made it to the beach.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And we're going to go for a bit of a walk around. We're a bit early for breakfast. We haven't got a booking just yet. So we're going to go for a bit of a walk around and have a bit of a look, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, here we go.
Looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me, I need something fast.
Okay, so we've just driven along the beach, you know, the road along the Esplanade.
Gorgeous coastal
And we've come across something that
scenery.
says Shot Tower. We've got no idea what it is. Here it is here.
A tower
So-
where you shoot from.
It's a fair call.
Let's find out.
Let's go and see what there's in.
Need something to last and give satisfaction, no. Help me, grab his right arm. Help me, I'll take the left. Oh, help me, interrogate him. How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your
So this is one of those moments where you hold the GoPro really tight because you don't want to drop it here, man. You don't want to drop it here.
How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved? I wanna catch your wave.
Time to head down. Let's head down in one hit. What do you reckon? Let's do it. So here's the thing, we didn't know this place was here.
No,
we just drove by.
One of the reasons why I love travelling.
Oh,
you just come across things you don't expect to find.
We didn't see it in the tour guide.
Everything.
In fact, we came along the beach road to get back to Hobart, not the main highways.
And the interesting things just present.
Oh, do they? What? Oh my God. That was pretty invigorating, really.
No, it was excellent.
Up and down the stairs. And,
a lot easier coming down the stairs, I have to say.
Man, the footings on this side of the mountain to support that structure, and it's been there 150 years plus or something.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Counted there were 267 steps.
267 steps?
Yes.
But the steps are really quite close together.
Yeah,
it wasn't challenging.
No, it wasn't.
I think even somebody with poor mobility would be okay.
I found it more difficult going up using the thigh muscle than walking down was very easy.
Oh, that was proper good. That was proper good. All right, heading back. See you in a bit.
How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Oh, can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave.
And here we go. So that brings to the end our little Tasmania couple of day trip.
Yes, and I think we'll definitely be back.
Yeah, it's been a real cracker. About to head into departures, and we'll see you when we get to Tullamarine.
And it's also a bit different. No Vanessa this time, but
Yes,
next time
it'll be Vanessa for sure. All right, cheers. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Now how big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience? Can I be saved? I wanna catch the wave. Hold on, he will break.
That brings our Tasmanian trip to a close.
Until next time.
Until next time.
me.